have just recently set up, what is it? Surround heights. I always get those mixed up. Surround heights.
So for those of you that don't know, surround heights are height channels literally above your surround speakers. And you're talking, are you talking about your side surround speakers, Joe?
Yeah.
So they can visualize. Okay.
So before I had my surround speakers, and it's always confusing because surround sounds like it's supposed to be like really behind you, but
yeah,
a lot of times they're kind of like directly to the sides of you. And I guess the way it works is if you have a 5.1 setup, they're really supposed to be like angled more behind you, right? It's supposed to be. But if you're using a 7.1, then you're allowed, they're within spec for it to be to the sides of you.
Yeah, 90 degrees to 110.
Yeah, something like that, right? So I have them back a little bit more. And so that helps actually, especially when you have multiple seats, because if it's directly to the side, it really, the surrounds really like kind of just are hitting the side of your ear, and you can tell something's happening there. But when they're behind you, it helps a little bit because you can't tell as much where it's coming from. So anyway, I tried surround heights, and this is for an Auro setup. That's the way they initially like have it, you know, like what do you call it? Their spec calls for surround heights, but they also allow for rear heights. And the benefit to using rear heights is that that's compatible with Auro3D, DTSX, and Atmos. Right, so those other ones don't use surround heights. It doesn't know what to do with those. Surround height and rear heights for Auro are the same thing. Right? I don't think it differentiates which one's which, depending on where you have it set. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, conclusion is, I think it sounds even better. You know, even better than the rear heights in my system. My space is pretty big, so there's a pretty big difference between having surround heights that are, you know, I don't know how 10 feet away, something like that, versus the rear heights are maybe 14 feet away, something like that. Chana. So yeah. Anyway, if anybody's curious, I think surround heights sounds better for Auro3D, native Auro3D, or upmixing. But I also noticed it sounds pretty good for Atmos too. Yeah, even though that's not according to their spec.
Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.